Got the Zook, charging it up. Couple of batteries here. I've been winding it over for a while and then this happened. Woohoo! What a machine! How good! Stoked. Bloody stoked. Here we are, another day. I don't think I recorded much of this last night. It was getting dark and I was just trying to get stuff done, but I've sort of halfway made a bracket for the seat to sit on. Just welding it to the floor for now. I'll add some bracing probably underneath the floor so it's a bit stronger. I just need to finish welding up the front here and fit the tranny tunnel, but I had to make the seat way higher than I thought because this cab is so short that if I'm down on the floor it just doesn't work for the pedals. But setting it up like this, I sort of put my feet down into the pedals, so it works alright. Steering wheel's a wee bit close, but it'll probably work. And I'm going to leave the passenger seat because I don't really need that at the moment. I'm not too concerned. Just need to sort out the seat for me so I can drive it. And then the next step to get it driving is I put the drive shaft back in it last night. Just need to put the front drive shaft in. Then just going to stick a couple of straight uprights so I can bolt the radiator to it. Then hook all the hoses and stuff back up. Fill it with some coolant. And clutch and brake lines. This is going to be the first thing I'm going to tackle this morning. There's quite the gap between where they sit off the booster and where they have to go to on the chassis, and it's full of gunk because I was drilling, so I'm going to have to try and sort all of that out. Hopefully there's some brake fluid around here that I can use to bleed it. Clutch line should be okay because on the surf it just goes across and then down. So I might be able to sort of like come down in a slight angle. So I've just got to go to, where is it? There's a soft line here for it somewhere. This one? Oh no, that's the brakes. Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard to sort out because I think I've got soft line here for this brake, and then hard line into that brake, and then another hard line goes in and feeds the rear too, because the rear separates by itself there after coming down all of this. Or maybe not. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'll just keep plugging stuff in. Hopefully I can bend and shape all of the factory lines, make it work. Need to mount the power steering so it doesn't fall off when I take it for a drive. I don't even think I showed the brake booster. So that's just the surf brake booster and clutch master. I had to do some modifications to the body to make it fit, and very terrible hole cutting in here. The clutch master's alright because it's smaller, but the plunger on the surf booster is way bigger, and I had to drill all new holes, and that was terrible. That took me ages to do. Lots of grinding, cutting, hammering, filing. It was, yeah, hard work. Oh, and I need to mount the vacuum canister thing. Pretty much I'm trying to take everything out of this engine bay and stick it on the firewall over there as much as I can. So I need that vacuum thing that takes vacuum from the alternator, and then still got to grab a couple of power lines and stuff. So once I get all the brakes and stuff sorted, I can sort out some wiring for the batteries. So I'm going to start playing around with the brake lines. Hopefully they can all work. So if not, all the stores are closed, so I can't go and get brake lines. So figure it out. Well, I got one in. Just bent the coil out of it, rammed it in there. Oh, let's focus. Rammed it in there, did it up. So I'll do the same for that one. Take the coil out of it. Should make it long enough to go to where it needs to be. And then I'll do the same for the clutch line. Well, that worked just as I was wanting. They went in there, didn't strip, didn't break the line. We'll find out when I go to bleed it. But if we come over to this body, I need this brake line and this clutch line, and they're all still bolted on, so we'll just ooga them away. We got this one, get that bolt out of there. What is this thing? Some sort of valve. Pretty sure they're 12s too. Yeah. Well, I can't be bothered taking that out. Is that for the brake or for the clutch? It's for the clutch. I'll do a quick Google and see if I need that. If not, I'll just use that line there. Oh, that might not be long enough. I'll do some research, see if I need it. So I managed to get the clutch and brake lines to go in. They're just sort of sitting all over the show at the moment. Wasn't the greatest thing to bleed. It was a bit hard, and just, I guess because the lines were completely empty, it took a decent while. But we've got pressure on the brakes. There's a wee bit of pressure on the clutch, but I don't think I've got enough throw. It doesn't feel like it's doing enough, but once I hook the radiator up, I was just going to sit it back in the front for the meantime. Just rig up some sort of bracket to hold it. Eventually I'll do a rear mount radiator in the back here. Just put some big thermo fans on it. Just probably have one on a switch and one going constantly. Keep it cool. Got the batteries hooked up. So once I finish flushing all the shit out of the radiator, get on to making some sort of bracket for the front here, and then see if the clutch works. I should probably make a bracket, or just put the airbox on it somehow, and I'll figure that out. Need to loop those coolant lines, loop the ones over here so it doesn't just leak all over the floor. Yeah, should be going soon. Hopefully it'll go into gear, because I don't know how I'm going to increase the stroke of this pedal, because it just hits the floor, and I don't have any adjustment left on the master. It's fully wound out, so fun times. So I just whipped up a quick radiator support thing, just a couple of bits of angle iron welded to this front cross member, sturdy enough just to test drive. Tried to line it up as best I could with the fan. I didn't do a very good job apparently. Okay, I thought I lined that up fairly well. Oh well, it'll work. So I've tidied up the wiring a wee bit, just tucked it in the dash so my feet aren't around it, and couldn't sort the throttle, so we're on a hand throttle. Yeah, just everything's sort of sitting on where it is. I put some tape around the power steering so it doesn't fall over, so I don't leak it all out. Throttle's all hooked up. Need to put some water in it. I'll block these lines off, fill it up with water. Should be ready to go for its first drive. She's been a big old couple of weeks trying to get here, so hopefully it drives no hitches. She's going. Radiator's been bled. Clutch feels like it's going to work, so I'm going to drive it for the first time. I need the camera down. Here we go. How good! Fuck, I'm stoked with that. After this chassis has been sitting in the shed so long, it's finally time to find a new home out in the paddock under the trees. Won't be needing this, I'll be able to put the cruiser in the shed, finish up my last few things that need doing. Fuck, am I going to make this corner? No. Just got to weld some braces onto the body mounts, weld the floor in properly because the short we drive that are in it, the whole cab is just shaking all over the show. Quite dodgy to drive at the moment. I need to hook up throttle cable on it. And, just touch up a few little things before I'll order some steel so I can build a flat deck for it. Oh, we're in the tree. Now that the chassis is gone from here, I need to clean up all of this rubbish, get rid of some of this bird shit that's all around the place. So I've got somewhere to park the Landrunner, and there's a bunch of stuff out here that needs to be removed. So get to doing that. The light is now fading, but got a decent amount of the pigeon shit out all along the sides. Tried to clear a bunch out. There was huge piles along the back here, but tried to give the floor a sweep. It's not great. For now I've got to organise all of my stuff that's outside and the stuff that's in here, so that looks decent, and then I'll put the runner in. Can't see much without the torch. Put the runner in here so I can do a few more things to it. Got to strengthen the cab and yeah, just tidy up a bunch of loose ends, stuff that I'd rush through to get it running. So it's pretty much all the shed cleaning for tonight.